Hey everyone, welcome back once again to another exciting update about Pi Network. If you're following the Pi ecosystem closely, you'll know how fast things are changing, and today, there's some truly game-changing news making the rounds in the crypto community. Over the past few weeks, we've seen some wild fluctuations in the value of Pi coin. At one point, there was a noticeable upward surge that caught everyone's attention: traders, investors, and even those who had been skeptical. But as with most cryptocurrencies, volatility kicked in, and we also saw a bit of a dip. However, don't let that shake your confidence, because amid all this movement, something really interesting has come to light, an update that could potentially change the game for Pi Network moving forward. A lot of buzz has been circulating recently around Pi Network's potential listing on major crypto exchanges, especially Binance. If you've been watching closely, you might have come across a subtle but intriguing visual clue from Binance itself. They shared a simple post that, at first glance, looked just like their regular branding, but when you analyze it more carefully, it seems like there's more than meets the eye. Many sharp-eyed crypto analysts and enthusiasts noticed that the design carries visual elements that appear to be inspired by or resemble the Pi Network logo. This has led many experts to believe that Binance may be hinting at something big, perhaps a future listing of Pi coin on their platform. Now, while there hasn't been any direct confirmation from Binance, the crypto community is well known for reading between the lines, especially when it comes to subtle marketing or teaser campaigns. And if this turns out to be true, then the implications are massive. A listing on Binance could significantly increase the exposure, liquidity, and credibility of Pi Network across the entire crypto ecosystem. Being listed on a platform like Binance isn't just about trading access. It's also about validation. It tells the world that this project is serious, it's growing, and it has potential. Once Pi coin is officially listed, we can expect the adoption rate to rise quickly. And when more people start using, trading, and holding Pi, the market price tends to reflect that demand. This could lead to a significant price increase, which is exactly what many investors are anticipating. If you take a closer look at that teaser image again, it becomes clear that it might not be just a random graphic. It could be a cleverly designed hint directed at the Pi community. The way it integrates design elements that align with Pi Network's identity seems too intentional to be coincidence. It feels like Binance is preparing the stage quietly, and we're just waiting for the curtain to be pulled back. And this isn't the only development making waves. Recently, Pi Network made a major announcement regarding its ecosystem. The team has revealed that they are allocating significant funding, repo, reportedly in the millions of dollars, to support startup projects built on the Pi ecosystem. This is a bold step forward that shows the developers are serious about creating long-term value, not just hype. When startups receive this kind of support, it helps create real use cases for the coin, which further boosts utility and confidence. These kinds of ecosystem expansions are crucial. A cryptocurrency's value is not just tied to speculation, it's also based on how useful it becomes in the real world. By funding developers and entrepreneurs who are building on Pi Network, the platform is laying down the foundation for a thriving decentralized economy. More apps, more users, more transactions, all of that contributes to a stronger, more valuable network. Even more interesting is the growing buzz around KYC and exchange compliance. Word on the street is that Pi Network is preparing for broader exchange listings by enhancing its verification processes. If true, that means we might not just be looking at a Binance listing, but also potential listings on other major global exchanges. Multiple platforms listing Pi coin would bring in higher trading volume, greater accessibility, and of course, a wider global audience. Pi Network's recent surge in popularity on social media is another indicator that the project is gaining serious traction. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Pi has already overtaken Ethereum in terms of user engagement. That's not a small achievement, it shows the level of excitement and energy within the Pi community. If this momentum continues, there's every chance that Pi Network could begin challenging even the biggest names in crypto when it comes to public interest and user adoption. Now let's consider what happens if even half of these predictions come true. Imagine Pi Network getting officially listed on Binance and a few other major platforms. Imagine the startup ecosystem flourishing and new applications being built that rely on Pi coin as a core utility token. With increasing adoption, an active user base, and expanding partnerships, the price trajectory could move sharply upward. Some analysts even believe that Pi coin has the potential to cross unexpected milestones if these developments align at the right time. But with all that said, it's important to approach this with a balanced mindset. The crypto world is full of promises and projections, and not every rumor turns into reality. Still, when multiple signals start pointing in the same direction, community growth, ecosystem development, social media dominance, exchange speculation, it's hard not to feel optimistic about what's coming next for Pi Network. So what do you think? Are you ready for Pi Network to take that next big leap? Whether you're a longtime pioneer or someone just discovering the project, now might be the perfect time to stay alert and engaged. The next few weeks or months could be pivotal. If you found this video helpful or informative, make sure to show some support, drop a like, share it with other Pi users, and leave a comment below to tell us your thoughts. If you're visiting the channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in the next video with more exciting news from the world of Pi Network. Until then, take care, and keep believing in the power of the pioneers.